A new docu-series brings homelessness front and center. Film critic Pam Powell talks to the directors and producer of The Way Home. Check it out.
I have directors Don Hardy, Neil Serban-Schreiber, and producer Sean Daly with me today to talk about their new docu-series, A Way Home, premiering on Amazon, iTunes, and other digital platforms beginning December 4th. Thank you all for joining me today. I really appreciate it. You know, it's interesting. Homelessness is an issue that's been an issue for quite some time, and it really does affect every community, both large and small. And I think it's an ever increasing one, especially as we're probably going to see a lot of fallout from everything that's happening with COVID. But your story takes place as you depict homelessness in the California area. Don, I'm going to begin with you because I have interviewed you before for Bat Kid Begins and Pick of the Litter with Dana Nachman. Now, with your documentaries, or at least the ones that I've seen in this docuseries, it's actually an uplifting one. This is an overwhelming and daunting problem, but you actually have a few solutions. Can you share with our viewers why you wanted to tell this story?
Yeah, well, thank you, Ann. It's nice to be talking with you again. The idea for this series came about is something that confronts us every day. I mean, homelessness is everywhere. We see it minutes from our houses out here in California. We're confronted with it. And so when we set out to tell these stories, we wanted to offer solutions because there are a lot of people out there doing great work to try to find new housing solutions for people who are homeless. And we also wanted to really find a way to have the faces of the people that are homeless take center stage and their stories, and to humanize them in a way that maybe they haven't been before.
You know, our series, actually, we were approached by Kaiser Permanente, and they've been a huge supporter of the production of the series. And we got connected and looked into a number of organizations around California, and BACS was one of them that really struck us as doing incredible work. And when we started working on the series, they had just launched this very bold initiative, which was to house 500 homeless seniors, so people over 50 with some physical difficulties.
Sean, maybe you can talk about that a little bit, about how your film, A Way Home, sheds light onto this unique and rising situation.
Well, I think the main thing it did for me as a person, and I hope does for viewers, is to humanize people. You know, because anyone can get off the freeway and you see someone with a sign, and you know, your natural reaction is to either look away if you can't help them, or to judge them or whatever. Doing this project, we've really humanized people and show you the way where they come from. And I think, you know, I can't remember which one of the folks from our series said this. I asked them, you know, what could you change if you change anything? They said, I just want people to look me in the eye when I see them, to feel like a human again. And I remember, I'm not a easily broken up person, and that just got me. I had to go around the corner a little bit.
It is incredible as you're watching I watched 4 parts of it, and thinking about how I have reacted walking down Michigan Avenue or under one of the Lakeshore Drive bridges and seeing the tents underneath. And you avert your gaze. You don't want to look. And it really made me think about my own behavior and how, you know, my perception of these people maybe should be changing. Don, one of the quotes that kind of struck me, and I want to get your take on this, or maybe you've got something within the film that really affected you, is one of the caseworkers who was homeless and is now working with all of this program. She said, "We need to invest in others," and quotes around that.
Yeah, I think that line was from a woman named Denise Brock, who works down in Bakersfield. And yeah, that really touched all of us as well. This idea that she was homeless, she's experienced it firsthand. And that is a pattern we've seen in a lot of the caseworkers and people that are out there on the front lines. Like, they, in many cases, have experienced this themselves. And so for all of us to take away and say, but how can we look for those solutions to this? Is there helping out at a food pantry? Is it something like that hands-on, or is it giving cash to the right nonprofit organizations, people that are out there doing it? I think we need all of these things, and people out there to really be thinking about these things, especially right now where we're coming through, hopefully, this pandemic. But we're going to see a lot of things change with rents that have been maybe put on hold, other issues like that are going to start hitting next year. And we see that there could be a real rise in the amount of people on the streets.
And thank you for bringing a film that shows human compassion and kindness and generosity in a time that we really need that. So thank you all. And tell us again, Don, can you remind us where we can see this and when we can see this film?
Yeah, the first 4 episodes, so season 1 of The Way Home premieres on Amazon, Google Play, and iTunes on December 4th. So it'll all be there, the first season, and then we're deep already working on season 2, which is kind of the COVID year that we've had. So that'll hopefully be out in the spring. So the work is ongoing, and we just really look forward to sharing these stories with audiences.
Fantastic. Camille, Sean, Don, great to see you all and talk with you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.